where do you think this luxury market? You said obviously it's going to keep going up. I mean, where do you see it in the next 10 years? Can you kind of give us an idea about what you guys are thinking about with this whole luxury?
I think that things are going to start heading west. Henderson has time, but over the next 10 years, I think that Henderson's going to run out of room, especially in that Sky McDonald Highlands area, and things are going to start heading west. I know that Summit's under negotiation for more lots. The Ridges is opening up a new subdivision off.
They're going to build in the Red Rock National Park. Trust me, they will.
Subdivision going on Far
They'll
Hill.
get up to the road.
Why wouldn't they go north?
inevitable.
I mean,
That's what I was thinking. That's a good point, Rick.
You got the whole freaking valley going all the way up to Mesquite that's opened up there. So
See, that's what I was thinking too when people were like running out
Well,
of
they got
land. I'm like,
Apex.
dude.
Yeah, I mean, they were trying to run that line, that water up there.
you may
Apex
not have the
back in the day.
view factor in there, but that doesn't mean that you can't have the home and larger lots and some
Golf
other
courses.
golf courses and maybe even horses or whatever that people are rich. I mean, like equestrian type horses. You know what I'm saying?
It's just going to take time for people to get over that North Las Vegas stigma. It's the same thing with Pahrump, those type of areas. People are going to move there.
Yeah.
As prices go up, they're not going to have a choice. And as that happens,
No, I
then
agree.
everything will move.
And if you
with
think
it.
about it, like where I'm from, in Wisconsin originally, there's a lot of people that drive 45 minutes, 50 minutes every single day to go to Madison
I
or
drove
the
45 minutes to come here.
Yeah, so that's right there, right? So what's the difference between working off a Blue Diamond or and driving in from Pahrump? I've sold homes in Pahrump where for $350,000 you're getting a house that's 4 years old. It's like 2,500 square feet on 2 acres. No HOA.
You're right.
RV garage.
And a well
RV
and a
garage,
septic.
dude, for $350.
You're off the grid.
It's like the way Vegas used to be.
Yeah.
So here's another question.
Yeah, right.
So if you're saying that the luxury home market is going to continue and it's going to actually expand and prices are going to go up,
I am.
Brett, what do you think? How is that going to impact just overall pricing on all the homes? Is it going to have any type of an impact? I know that it's a much smaller market, but do you think it's going to help increase prices overall, or is it going to have much impact?
I think they're two separate markets.
All right.
Completely different. One isn't going to necessarily.
Two different pools.
Yeah, two different pools. I mean,
So at the very least, the average market is going to help support the luxury market, but the luxury market isn't necessarily going to pull up the average market.
Well, and these subdivisions are getting smarter. So with a lot of them, what they'll do is they'll have their main high-end subdivision, and then they'll have other subdivisions just outside of it.
Kind of like Ridges.
Yep.
Do you think that rates will continue to make an impact on people buying and regressing, purchasing and refinancing homes?
What are your thoughts on the interest rates? You're the lender. What do you feel is going to go realistic within the next year?
I don't feel they're going to do much. I feel
Really?
they're going to go up, but
Okay.
but it's really a tactic to maybe counter inflation.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel that rates are going to continue to go higher because the Fed knows what's going on. They don't see enough data. They keep talking about let's do a Fed's fund rate,
Sure.
let's do
Yeah.
a meeting. What really happens at those meetings? They come out and there's nothing that happens. There's zero.
They're gonna kill themselves if they raise the rates.
Yeah, the economy
They slit their
can't
own
take it
throat.
on.
They're gonna
Yep,
cut
they'll cut their own throat.
If they raise those interest rates, they're done.
Yeah. And I don't feel, and look, will rates go up again at some point? Maybe. Now, in this situation, probably not. We do have inflation higher. What they typically do is they raise rates to counter that. But there's a lot of stuff out there that shows that the economy is still recovering. We don't have goods and services like we used to, right? I mean, not at our fingertips. So to answer the question about mortgage rates and home prices, I feel that home prices will continue to go up. I feel it might even push even higher than 7% by the time of end of fourth quarter of 2022.
Really?
I feel that way. Now, also, I don't feel that rates will go over 4.5%. I think if it did go to 4.5%, I would be astonished that it would go that high. What do you think?
Yeah.
You concur?
I agree.
You're the lender. You're asking us. I don't know, bro. You tell me. This is your business and your podcast. I'm just kidding.
Let's head over to Rick about what's happening in property management.
Brother.
Oh my God! Dan? What do you think is happening in property management?
I concur.
Yeah.
Go ahead and let's talk us about property management. Give us an update, Rick. Let's go.
Oh my God! Basically, it's kind of interesting. Brett will probably touch on this, but like we said before, home prices, available properties week to week, for sale have flatlined. Actually, they went down about 1%.
Yeah.
Brett can talk about that. But here's what's interesting. Available rentals went up almost 6%.
Wow.
Week over week.
So is this similar to homes, and they're starting to show a sign of increasing? Is that not?
No, homes went down and
Okay,
rentals
so
went
homes
up.
went down. Okay, Brett will tell us about that. Go ahead.
So,
Homes went down.
and that's what we're seeing again. Like I've said, available properties are. It's easier to find a place. So if you're looking for a place, this is a great time. Get out there, rent a place. You don't have the competition that you had before, and you're not having to stand in line except on lower end properties.
Yeah,
and those are going like overnight still.
So what is the average? What is the average wait time for somebody to get into a home? I mean, is it
Again, it depends on the price point.
So let's say it's a 2,500 square foot home or less. What is the time period? Just give me a rough idea. Would you say?
As far as from an application process?
Yep.
Yeah, 2-3 days.
Okay, so it's not like they're waiting 30 or 50 days or 60 days.
No, and there
right?
isn't anybody else. I mean, you're probably the only one.
Correct.
You're not up against anybody else either. That's at this point in time. Like we said, a couple months ago, 2-3 months ago, that wasn't the case.
Where's that competition where people are duking it out to try to get into a house?
They're probably are a new property. Let's just go with property. You're probably under $1,500 a month.
Okay.
So anything under
For the
$1,500
average rent?
Yeah, for what I'm just saying, if the
Yeah.
price point is under $1,500 a month, then you're going to be competing. If it's over $1,500 a month, it slows down. You get above $2,000 a month, and it's really slow. So right now, because of this time of year.
Yeah, and so you were actually on a news channel. I know you talked about it, and congratulations on that. So I don't, that's a big deal. You guys, we're celebrity status right here, right now.
Yeah.
Just Saturday.
That's right.
Right now, and I'm asking for your autograph after that. I want it to be signed, just guns.
Christ!
The pythons.
I didn't know I was going to be in such presence this morning. I would have dressed up a little bit more and brought my A game.
I was going to talk to you
Put on
about
my
that.
Sunday best.
So what about landlords? Is there anything new going on with landlords? Like, is there any news out there? Just some quick,
Nothing's changed for landlords. We still have the hold on those that have applied for CHAPS or any sort of help, either federal or state or city.
Mm-hmm.
So, but other than that, everything's a go.
Yeah. So there's nothing new as far as people getting evicted. And
they're getting evicted.
They're getting evicted. There's nothing like. Do we have a high eviction rate here in Las Vegas
Compared to other places?
To other places, no.
It's
okay.
Yeah.
The pro-landlord laws
Well,
here.
actually, maybe compared to back east, where they may still have some moratoriums on evictions going on. But that's in part what fuels both the rental prices and the sale prices is once the moratoriums were off, I think that was the demand went through the roof. And so that's settling down now that it's been basically 6 months that we've been able to initiate evictions and things of that nature, at least in the rental market.
Okay. Brett, do you concur?
I concur.
What's going on in the real estate world, Brett? Give us the scoop, buddy.
Just concurring this week.
Can I ask one question about the rentals?
Absolutely.
So we're starting to see on the new construction, and there's some of these larger rental companies that are approaching several different architects throughout town about building these rental-only type communities. We've seen this out in Pahrump. We've seen this in
New home builders.
We've talked about
in
this,
a few
yes.
different places. I just want to know how you think that's going to affect the market on that end.
I'm going to take actually, I'll be honest with you, I'll take a wait and see. But again, if you increase supply and you're not increasing demand, it's going to cause the rental prices to go down a bit.
I know you didn't ask me, but I'll give my opinion on it. My opinion is this,
I agree.
in 2000, and to put the record forward, he concurs from the very beginning. In 2013, I sold a crap load, like 400 short sales to Blackstone. Blackstone's one of the hedge funds that are going to builders and want to buy them just strictly to rent them out.
Right.
In my experience, follow hedge fund money because they're ahead of the game.
Always.
So if you kind of want to know what I personally think is going to happen, I think that Blackstone knows something about the housing market.
Right.
And they know home prices aren't going down. And they know that home affordability is on the decline. And they're putting their money where their mouth is right now. That's my feelings on it.
Go ahead, Doug.
And then Zillow quit buying houses.
Yep.
I read an article that Zillow quit buying.
Why is that? Is there a reason for that?
I don't know.
They're kind of always over the place with buying, and then they'll stop buying for a while. They're trying out a few different programs.
Yeah, I heard they got to a point where they couldn't have the contractors in there doing the repairs to the houses that they had, and
it's delaying everything. Now you've got now they're worried about getting rid of their back inventory.
Yeah, so they quit buying
until they do that.
Who knows? Yeah, who knows how long that'll take.
We Buy Homes still going strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else is going on in the real estate world, Brett?
Man, so number of homes on the market, 3811, single family, not condos and townhouses. And last week it was a little more. It's like 3850 or something, 3854. So we've actually gone down 50 homes.
Wow.
More importantly, we're not going up. So there's not any
a huge influx then, really.
No, when it's stagnant. It's basically the same. So obviously there's homes, more homes than one or two coming on the market every week, but you have that as many selling.
Yeah.
So
it washes itself out.
Does anybody know what the it used to be like? For every 1,000 people that moved in, there was 1,000 people that moved out of Vegas. Anybody have any kind of
I mean, other than just looking at this, it's kind of washing itself out. I mean, because there's 50 less on the market now than last week.
Right.
So obviously there was more than one or two homes that came on the market. It's just that there were 50 more that sold.
Yeah.
Then got listed.
Or there may have been more that got sold, but
or in contract.
But there still may be fewer that actually got listed too. In both of those together,
correct.
It's never just one thing.
Yeah. So I don't know what the exact number is, but I mean, the overall picture is that there's just not much supply in the market, period.
Some of the things you're seeing out there with challenges is they want to know, is there multiple offer scenarios? What is the experience if you're taking it through the mindset of somebody out there looking for a house?
If you're talking about 450 and below, I don't care if it's North Las Vegas, Henderson, wherever it is. I mean, for example, we had I ran comps for an agent earlier this week that was buying a house in Henderson. And it was like, 2,500 square foot house.
Yeah.
And it had a pool.
Yeah.
And like an 8,000 or 9,000 square foot lot, no HOA. And do you know how many homes like that were for sale in the market in Henderson? This was the only one.
Wow.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is the only one. And to run comps, there were only like 3 or 4 in the past 6 months to even run comps from in all of Henderson.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
for that. So,
and then last year, we had 2,000 or 2,300 on the MLS, but it just kept staying steady.
Like I said, last week, I took a listing in the Northwest off of Sky Canyon on the other side of the 95, in Spring Mountain or Iron Mountain. Iron Mountain, sorry. But we had it listed at 475, and it was in really good condition, remodeled on the inside, pool, nice lot, 3-bedroom, 2,000 square feet, and we knowingly listed it higher than anything that sold in there. Within 5 days, we got an accepted offer.
Oh, wow.
But the difference, I will say, though, is that if that was this summer, there would have been 20 offers in the first day.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, we still need to see what the appraisal is going to come back at and deal with that. Back this summer, some have been like, I'll waive that. I would have had 10 of them waived it.